How serious a problem is this in North Carolina?
It's a very serious problem, and it's been a problem for a very long time, and not just in North Carolina, but across the nation, is our public schools' inability to raise student achievement for African American male students. The Locke Foundation for decades has been looking at this problem and finding very little movement, both in North Carolina and across the nation, for trying to raise reading, math, science scores for specifically African American males. And let me say right off the bat, I'm not trying to pick on any one demographic group. Instead, this was an attempt to look at one demographic group that historically has struggled in our public schools, and I wanted to see where they are today.
The data is heartbreaking. I mean, there's just no other way to describe it. So I'm really glad that we're talking about this because something needs to be done. In fact, for years, I can recall that we've heard lots of folks across the ideological spectrum, across the political spectrum, saying we need to do something about the so-called achievement gap. Have we made any progress at all over the past few years?
We haven't, and that's the worrisome part. And it's not a matter of money. It's not a matter of not necessarily having bigger schools or more administrators. In fact, it's very difficult to try to find a cause to this problem because when you look at how African American boys compare to some of their other students, such as Hispanic males, African American females, and low-income students generally, you find that even when compared with those groups, African American boys still lag in their performance. So this seems to be a problem that is very specific to this one demographic group, these African American male students, and it's not unfortunately unique to just elementary or middle school students. High school students struggle as well.